Welcome to our channel. Today we're discussing a wife who set her faithful husband up to get killed in a heart-wrenching yet cautionary tale about the dangers of infidelity and betrayal. This story has it all: intense drama, betrayal, and a shocking ending. We'll explore the dynamics behind why this wife felt the need to betray her husband and the consequences of her actions. They had just celebrated their 15-year anniversary the night before. According to friends and family, Jamie and Jennifer Faith were inseparable and got along great. The couple tied the knot in Las Vegas in 2012, and Jamie even legally adopted Jennifer's daughter from her first marriage. In 2017, the family would relocate from Arizona to the Dallas neighborhood of Oak Cliff, where Jamie will be murdered in 2020. On October 9th, 2020, at approximately 7:35 a.m., Dallas Police Patrol officers responded to a shooting call at 1002 South Waverly Drive. Upon arrival, officers observed James Faith laying on the ground, suffering from what appeared to be multiple gunshot wounds. Dallas Fire and Rescue arrived at the scene and pronounced Mr. Faith deceased. During the investigation, it was learned that Mr. Faith left his residence with his wife, Jennifer, to walk their dog that morning. While walking their dog, a masked suspect approached him and shot Mr. Faith 7 times. 3 times in the head, 3 times in the chest, and 1 time in the groin. The suspect also allegedly attempted to duct tape the hands of Jennifer during the assault. Multiple witnesses observed the suspect jump into a black Nissan truck and flee the scene immediately after the shooting. Detectives even received a photo of the suspect's vehicle from one of the witnesses. The vehicle in the photograph appeared to be a black, older model Nissan truck with a T logo on the lower left side of the rear windshield. In the aftermath of the shooting, the investigators would interview multiple eyewitnesses and attempt to get a better understanding of who this mystery suspect was and what the possible motive behind the killing could be. While this part of Oak Cliff, Texas would not be considered the worst, police seemed puzzled on a possible motive, considering that nothing was taken from the victim, Jamie Faith. Jamie Faith was an American Airlines executive, loving father, and all-around good guy, according to friends and family. In the days following the murder, Jennifer would make numerous appearances in the media, pleading with the public for their assistance in finding the person responsible for the shooting. A distraught Jennifer Faith begged for the killer to come forward in a local TV interview.
Oh, somebody has got to know whose truck this is, because it's a black Nissan Titan extended cab. It had a Texas Ranger sticker in the back window, and so it was very distinctive from that point.
Oh my God, if you know what happened, I need that for closure. I need to make some sense out of this.
Initial interviews with Jennifer did not indicate that there was any foul play.
Person shoot and his body was lying like this in the street, and then
So was your husband like this? Did your husband say anything to him?
No, I don't know, I think I was yelling no. I think he did the same thing, it just seemed quiet. That's all I remember are the shots.
And several shots?
Well, a lot of shots. 5, 6 maybe, I feel like. And he just kept going, and I'm like, what is this stopping? The shot, and my husband's expression.
You said your husband's facial expression?
Just like the light of God. And he just grabbed him. And so I was like, the shot, and then I saw the person turn and like just dark eyes and coming toward me. And so I yelled no, and I had the dog, and I started to run, threw me to the ground, and then shot, ran, and he was hitting my face.
However, after investigators searched her phone, it became apparent that the couple was having some marital issues and that Jennifer had been romantically communicating with someone that was not her husband. According to the Dallas police affidavit, detectives learned that Jennifer and Jamie Faith were having marital trouble at the time of the shooting. Jennifer Faith had also been in near constant contact with Army veteran Darren Lopez, whom she had dated in high school and in college. Detectives discovered that Jennifer had been communicating with Lopez on a daily basis, and the two of them had over 14,000 phone contacts, which include text messages and phone calls, over a 1-month period in 2020. After further investigation, it was determined that Lopez was the registered owner of a black truck that fit the description of the suspect's vehicle. Police determined that it was around this same time that Jennifer was reaching out to Lopez in an effort to get him to remove the infamous T window decal from his truck. All those efforts that the two would use to cover up this murder would be in vain. After discovering Jennifer's text messages with Lopez, police would put the two under surveillance. In November 2020, while conducting aerial surveillance on Lopez's residence in Tennessee, police noticed that not only was Lopez the owner of a truck that was similar to the suspect vehicle, his truck also had a T window decal similar to the one that was reported by witnesses. Using cell phone records, police were able to determine that Lopez was in the area of the murder when it took place and that he had attempted to power off his phone and power it back on after the murder. Over several days in early December, ATF agents kept an eye on Lopez in and around Cumberland Furnace, Tennessee. Photos that agents took show that someone had placed a white decal of some kind on the tailgate of his truck, an apparent attempt to disguise the vehicle. This actually turned out to be Jennifer Faith's idea, according to text messages between her and Lopez. About a month after her husband's murder, Jennifer Faith sought out $629,000 in a life insurance claim, according to court documents. Around that time, she set up a GoFundMe fundraiser called Support for Jennifer Faith and participated in a television interview in which she pleaded with viewers to help her catch her husband's killer. Faith would then go on to use the GoFundMe proceeds to pay off credit cards that Darren Lopez was using, and also sent Darren Lopez and his family money and gifts. After the investigation, it was determined that Jennifer Faith had told Lopez that her husband was physically and sexually abusing her. Accusations that Jennifer would later admit were lies. Lopez, however, would believe Faith. Investigators would determine that Jennifer Faith created fake email accounts under the name of her best friend and even her husband. She corresponded with Lopez with these fake accounts and used them to falsely claim that she was being physically and sexually abused, to which Lopez responded with sympathy. I know I won't feel better about her situation until she is out of the house, away from him, or she lets me put a bullet in Jamie's head, Lopez responded to one of the emails. I keep offering and she keeps telling me no. On February 7, 2022, Jennifer Faith pleaded guilty for her role in her husband's murder. In exchange for her guilty plea, the prosecutors would recommend a life sentence instead of the death penalty. Faith was sentenced to life in prison and also ordered to pay a $250,000 fine and $6,500 in restitution to the family of her late husband. Despite cooperating with authorities, Darren Lopez pleaded not guilty to murdering Jamie Faith. His attorney has publicly said that Jennifer took advantage of Lopez, who suffered a traumatic brain injury in the Army. He is currently awaiting trial. In the end, Jennifer's betrayal and inability to let go of her past leads to the death of her husband, her imprisonment, and the imprisonment of the man she claimed to love. This is a stark reminder of the devastating consequences that can come from not letting go of the past and obsession. Tragically, it's often too late when we realize the true cost of our actions. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe for more crime stories like this.